I was unemployed and looking for a job. I saw a job advertised in Jordanthorpe in Sheffield, and that's when I contacted the Access to Opportunities by email, because to be perfectly honest, I had no idea how to get there. It would have been a case of asking around in bus stations and things like that as to how to get there, because to be perfectly honest, I had no idea.
Beforehand, I was in full-time work, but because I work late nights and quite early in the morning, I sometimes struggle to get on public transport to and from work. So I needed to find a way of overcoming that, and that's a couple of my workmates were involved with Wheels to Work, Action to Employment. Before I was, so I just seeked some advice from them, and they told me the way to go from there.
I heard about the service through looking on South Yorkshire Passenger Transport's website. Was originally going to look myself for timetables and things, and I saw this Access to Opportunities little logo on it, clicked on that and followed the link and found it that way.
I just went on the website, on the SYPT website. I went through to community transport, started from there, and then I found the Wheels to Work link.
I registered my interest by just emailing a request as to where I wanted to go, and could you help me please?
I filled out a couple of details online and I got some application forms through the post really quickly.
The replies that I got a very prompt email back with an attachment explaining how to get to where I wanted to go. It was fine, it worked perfectly, I got there. I got the job the same day, so I emailed again and said, I've got the job, and these are the times that I need to be there and the times I'm going to be leaving. And they emailed me various timetables suitable for those times, and also sent me hard copies through the post within 2 or 3 days.
The service was brilliant. So I got some application forms through the post. I filled those out, sent them off, and within a couple of days I got a phone call back saying that there was the opportunity for me to join the Wheels to Work scheme. They put me in for a CBT, the training that I needed to use a moped, and then within a day of passing that I picked up all my equipment that I needed and I was ready to go.
I found the service very helpful and useful.
The Wheels to Work scheme is all about giving a short-term access for us to get to work until we find another more permanent means of transport. So it's basically a minimal cost of £40 a week, £40 a month. It was, and we get everything provided, all the equipment, the moped, the insurance, even the CBT was in with that as well. And everything's included, so I don't need to worry about anything else.
I would never have known it existed without seeing about that. I thought I would just have to troll through timetables myself or use the journey finder.
I didn't know anything about this until I first looked into it, and then since then I've seen loads of other opportunities that are available. It's just a brilliant way of getting around people struggling to get to work if they haven't got a car, or if they work too early in the morning or too late at night. Then it's just a great scheme to get into if you can for a short amount of time, for 6 months.
It certainly made it easier to get to interviews, because there wasn't the problem of having to get to Sheffield and then trolling around which bus, etc., tram you needed, and it was quick, it was easy, and probably less stressful, because it was also a little bit stressful going to an interview and knowing that it was just the train from Doncaster to Sheffield and then which bus to catch, and straight there made it a lot easier.
I'm now able to work many shifts, all the shifts that I can basically. I don't need to take taxis to and from work anymore, which are costing £10, £12 at a time. So I can just go on my scooter and I can work till as late as I need to work, basically. I
gained employment as a direct result of the help that I got through Access to Opportunities. I think I could possibly be still unemployed if I hadn't had this help, because it gives you the option of travelling further and in an easier manner, perhaps. Yeah.
As a sort of a manager at the place I'm at the moment, they'd probably have to reconsider my position, because if I wasn't with Wheels to Work, I wouldn't be able to work shifts that they wanted me to work, which means I'd be getting special discompensation against other members of staff, basically. So I'd have to, it would either be that or paying for taxis every time I wanted to go to and from work, which I wouldn't be able to do financially.
I would definitely recommend the service to anybody else who needs to get around in South Yorkshire, yes. My wife also used the service to attend at the same place for an interview and then subsequently to work at the place, yeah. And she found it very helpful and useful.
I'd recommend it to everyone I can, basically, and I already have done to lots of people who might have applied for a job or got an interview for a job that's quite far out, and they can't get to it because maybe either the public transport is not available for them to go that far out of Sheffield, or they work late or early in the morning. So I've already recommended it to people already, and I would do for more people to come.
I found it very useful, it was efficient, it did what I asked it to do, it was quick and efficient, and it was very good. I found it marvellous.
Just great service all round, always someone there to help you if you ever get a problem. Really cheap, brilliantly, £40 a month basically, not a lot compared to what I was paying, and just, yeah, great service all round.